Hello everyone, this is the second part of the tutorial. The first one was creating masks to cut these trees, and now we want to create a simple effect of parallax. What is parallax? This difference in space. If you see it, the tree looks that moves a little bit more fast. If you search a little bit about parallax effects, is something really natural, and it should be simulated in most of the compositions that involves animations through space. Okay, so to create this, let's do it, and it's gonna be very easier and simple. So first of all, I'm gonna erase here a few stuff just to start with nothing as you. So I have these files. I'll create a new composition. This composition on settings have some time, 50 seconds. Okay. PAL format, whole PAL format almost. And as we explained on tutorial before, we have to cut these trees, but in this case I already have the masks painted in Photoshop here. So I gotta double this, sorry, undo. Okay, I gonna duplicate these layers. I'm gonna rename it to 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3, as you probably guess. And now for this one here, and I know I'm gonna switch everything just to see what's happening. I have this layer and the mask, and I need the track mask. I don't have it here. I have to toggle switch modes, and now I have the track matte option. So on 3, I'm gonna tell it that the top layer, the 301 matte, is the luminance. Okay, and now the 3 is cutted. So I'm gonna do the same for the rest of the objects. For the second 3, I will use it Luma for the top layer, and now I have this part with a little bit of sky there, doesn't matter. And with last 3, we have here Luma matte, and there's the other one. So it's very easy, but to move it, you already know, as I explained it before, that we cannot move the layers, otherwise this is gonna be synchronized. So I'm gonna nesting here this, creating a pre-compose, and I'm gonna call it 3.1. Okay, do the same for the other trees. 3.2, and once more you can go for command. Where is the pre-compose? There's here pre-compose. Also right click or command shift C, and it's done, the shortcut for pre-compose. So I have this very well. Now I can move easily the trees without having that error. I'm gonna select the background, and if I move the 3, I notice that I have here the whole 3. So I have to clean the background. To clean the background, I should erase here. I double click on the layer just to check it, and I have to clean this. This should be made careful, but sorry about that. I'm gonna do it in really fast and rough way. So what I'm gonna do is use the colon tool, paint, and I will start painting like this, very roughly indeed. Okay, so as you can check, is just to get an idea what you should do with a lot of careful. So sorry about that. I will try to not to make here a totally mess, but this is gonna be, oops, this is gonna be a little bit odd, the effect here, the painting with a lot of tiling, and these are tiling. Copy, okay, something. So just to give you an idea, so this is terrible, as you notice. So, but cloning, just to give you an idea. Okay, so this should be made it in Photoshop really fast. Sorry about this terrible painting. Okay, the important thing now that you can move around the trees. This will not look so strange. So to create a kind of movement here to the right, to the left, to the center of the plan, this shot, we will create this environment in 3D, which is more easier than animating layers with different velocities, etc. So the idea is to create a 3D space. I have to toggle switch modes again to access to the 3D layers. Okay, what's happening here? Nothing too special. Just now you can see, if you create a camera, layer new camera, or these odd shortcuts, you create a camera. I will just use a 35mm camera, and what I'm gonna do, just to show you now, I have here camera, what is seen through the camera, and custom view, what's happening in the space. And the idea is to push the background back to in the Z. What I'm gonna do it push it against the direction of the camera, I don't know, and push 1000 pixels further. So what's happening? Camera 1, this is too small because it's too far away. But now what I'm gonna do it, shift, and I'm gonna increase it a little bit. Okay, and this is look normal, but what's really happening in this artificial world is this: the camera, as you notice, sorry, the camera is a little bit far away from the background. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, the same for the others. For the trees, I'm gonna select the layers, press P to access to the position, and now let's select it. I will look through the camera. Position 1 is 3-1, sorry, will be, I don't know, 300, and I'm gonna increase it, shift, not distort a little bit. Now this second 3 is this one, so I will put, I don't know, 400, a little bit more back, and I'm gonna increase here, and the other one's 3 strange name, 550 Z, and I'm gonna increase to the size of the composition here. Okay, so the image is very similar to the original one, but what's happening is that the camera is with different distance between these two layers. So I'm gonna split the views here. I'm gonna put 2 views. I'm gonna close this window to have a little bit more space. So I changed the year from 1 view to 2 views. On this view, I'm gonna put, for instance, the result, the final result, and here I have the camera. So if I move the camera, now you can see the parallax effect. Okay, simple as that. So, and if you move further, and it's done. So for instance, if you go here to the limit this layer, on the first, I'm gonna press here position, point of interest. I'm gonna give here a lot of keys. I don't need it to do rotation, but a few ones. And now if I go 5 seconds, a little bit further, and if I move the camera, if I can make it, yes, now I can, yes we can, and a little bit to the front, just to give you an idea. This is a terrible animation, but you can see now the parallax effects, the distance between the trees and the layers. Okay, so some issue with painting, because I forget one thing really important. Sorry about that. I forget to tell on painting. I'm gonna show you what's happening here. I'm gonna select, switch off all of these layers, and if you think the paint only exists in one frame. Okay, so this was my fault, sorry. I'm gonna go to the effects here. You can press here, search for effects, and you have all the clones there. So what I did first was press E, and I have paint. E from effects. I'm gonna select everything, all the clones, and I should define it first that I want this in the entire composition. Now I'm gonna do it in the easiest way, that is increase here the size for, sorry, and now I have the paint during the entire composition. Okay, sorry about this, I forgot to configure the painting brushes on the beginning. So three and camera, and now let's see, active camera, one view, and select, fit, and it's done. You can see the effect of the parallax. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have some fun with this. Bye.